responders to the people who come in after a tragedy and help others try to rebuild their lives. There are a lot of amazing people here in our community. One of them sitting right next to me, Gabby Totton, is the executive director of the Trauma Intervention Program. And your Heroes with a Heart fundraiser and award ceremony is coming up this week. But really, we just want to take a moment and highlight what your organization does, because you fill a really critical need here in Northern Nevada.
Yeah, our mission is to provide citizen volunteers who will come alongside community folks who have suffered loss, usually a death, natural death, suicide, drowning. They will provide emotional and practical support to those survivors, so thereby facilitating their short-term support and long-term recovery. The goal is really just to be there for folks on the worst day of their lives.
And it happens, every day something tragic happens to someone here in our community. And we were talking a little bit off camera too, that not only are you there in the immediate aftermath, you give them the resources for what happens once you leave too, because that's going to be a critical part in their recovery.
Absolutely. A huge part of going through a tragedy like this is not really knowing what is going on. Excuse me. People don't know what to expect. You don't have normally emergency responders in your house. You don't deal with death on a daily basis, thank goodness. So it's a little bit of a trick for people to wrap their brain around what is happening, why is this happening, and what can I expect coming up. So we are going to provide all of that information that we can while we're on scene, and then we're going to give them a resource guide before we leave and say, here you go, and then highlight the pages that make the most sense for them. Here's how to deal with suicide. Here's who to contact for the Veterans Administration. Here's how to get a hold of the medical examiner's office for more information about where your loved one is. We'll dog ear all that stuff and leave it with them so they have that for the long haul.
That is really wonderful. And then of course, you guys do that 365 days, but one day out of the year, you take some time and you recognize those who have gone just a little bit above and beyond. And that's where your Heroes with Heart award ceremony comes in. Talk to us about that.
So I think one of the things I love about this program is that it puts average citizens in the role of being alongside emergency responders. So you get to see what they really do out in our community as versus what you see on the news, what you hear from your friend who got pulled over and got a ticket. So it's a really good opportunity for them to see the goodness that is going on with our emergency responders. Our Heroes with Heart is the opportunity to really highlight the folks who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. This happens every day in our community. These law enforcement, fire, paramedics, medical examiner staff, they all go above and beyond the call of duty almost every single day. This just gives us an opportunity to focus on some of those extraordinary instances where we saw incredible things happen and recognize them for that in the community, so others get to hear about it and see, yes, there is good stuff going on in this community and we should all be proud of these folks.
So your volunteers, they're out and about and they come and they say, hey, this individual did something truly remarkable. So then you put a call in for nominations. You've narrowed it down to 12 finalists. Just in general, talk to me a little bit about what these individuals did this last year.
It's everything from, we have a medical examiner investigator who has made it her mission in her office to find the loved ones of folks who are unclaimed bodies in their, unclaimed persons in their office. It is emergency responders who have been on scene, law enforcement, and come alongside the family in a way that was very impactful and meaningful to that family. Not necessary for them to do that. We were there, we were on scene providing that level of support, but they stepped in and really upped their game in a way that it meant something to that family and gave them a whole lot of confidence in the system and what was happening with their loved one. So they're incredible stories, truly. Every single one of them is like, wow, this happens in our community every single day. Folks are doing this kind of good stuff every day, and it is incredible, truly.
And some people can hear them firsthand because you have some limited space still available for the award ceremony on Thursday.
We do. So you can get your tickets online. It's TIPNNV.org, and you just click on the Heroes with Heart link. That'll take you to a little PayPal option, and you just buy however many tickets. It's $100 a ticket, so you purchase what you like, and we would love to see you there.
And the details right there are on your screen for the Heroes with Heart fundraiser. It is going on Thursday, starts at 6 o'clock. I'll be there as the MC. I'm very, very excited to share these stories with the community as well. And in our time that's left, Gabby, I want you to kind of pitch. You said You're always in need of volunteers.
We are. As you might imagine, it's a pretty intense volunteer opportunity, so we are always recruiting. We have another training academy that starts April 11th. It goes for 2 weeks. It's 32 hours in the classroom, followed by a 3-month field training. It's a great opportunity. I always tell people these are basic life skills that we teach you. Everybody should get them. You should get your driver's license and you should come to TIP training. So come join us. We'd love to have you.
Well, if you're interested in getting more information on that, as well as the tickets for the fundraiser, TIPNNV.org.
That's it.
TIPNNV.org. I'm sorry about that,
No,
Gabby.
that's perfect.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here and
Thank you.
sharing these wonderful stories with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.